We're live. Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
She's a tough producer, but a fair producer.
She's kind of a bitch.
A little bit.
We are doing season 5 of Rose Roast.
Correct.
So we really did no announcement. We did no
no promo, much
no
like
promos.
Beyonce. Dropped the heat, no warning.
Call us the lemonade follow-up. Sure.
Sure.
We're not shy. We're not
She's
shying
lemonade,
away from
we're
that.
orange juice. Bitter but sweet.
Orangina.
Sunny D.
Lemonade, Sunny D, who's to tell? But we're both trailblazers.
Absolutely.
That's
correct.
for sure.
That's without question.
This is the season of Rachel. We love her because she's the first black woman, right?
Ever on Earth.
Ever on Earth.
Correct.
On TV, at all.
Civil rights happened approximately 400 years ago, and ABC was like, it's time. In Trump's America, it is time.
It's important. They are doing truly the work that Trump isn't.
I agree.
And
bringing America together.
That's right.
While dividing them at the same time.
That's correct. No wall on this show.
No.
Except for the emotional ones about love.
Correct. The ones that are tougher to tear down. Some have said.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. So, how are we for time?
We burned through
Perfect.
so much. Hey Siri, we good?
Siri's our producer. She's great. So yeah, Rachel, she's like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in Clueless.
Yeah.
I said when they were having that segment about her talking about herself, that they were kind of tearing down the fourth wall in a sense, because usually they make the Bachelorette look like just queens, untouchable cunts, you know, but
not this season. Rachel was just chilling with her dog, with a broken paw. I was like, I have a dog with a broken paw.
You can have it all. Anyone can be the Bachelorette. That's how I felt.
That's all it takes.
And she's laughing and she's twirling on the streets and she's truly
pretty woman.
Pretty womaning.
Walking down the
Big mistake. Big.
Singing?
Huge.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you get that out?
No. Big mistake. It's a quote from the movie.
Oh.
Siri, how are we for time?
So self-conscious about my singing that I was like, she meets me.
Oh, God.
We have 7 minutes of
Okay,
counting.
we're fine. We're fine.
Not as bad as I thought.
We've been... Okay.
Gabbing.
And then we get to,
the, mini bios. Right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So we talk about the, I thought he was the Jewish guy with the alarming white veneers.
Oh, correct.
Blinding.
He, very much, he was like, so I'm a businessman. Hold on, let me take my call. Hi,
bleep,
yes?
Bleep, 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 bloop.
Boop, boop, beep. Karen, can I speak to George in accounting?
He's fired!
All of these men have the exact same face. We will not get a single name correct this entire season. But I'm thinking it's Jack Stone.
Yep. We meet Ziggy, Dwiggy.
Diggy. Oh, but there is an Iggy as well. But I think you meet Diggy.
Very cute, very
super
fashion
hot.
Forward, loves his kids.
His place was nice.
Yeah, and I loved his dog, and I loved the aesthetics of all of it. And, we meet the guy who has claimed that he's winning this competition.
I forget which one that is.
Oh god, I don't remember his name.
It's fine.
He has a really inspiring story that I...
right off the bat, he's like, here we go, we open the front door. This is a picture of my brother who committed suicide after being bullied.
Dare we go to the scene of the crime? It's not too soon, right?
He took a step back, he's like, I actually cut my brother down from this tree when I was 7 years old. I was like, my god. Turned to the streets, had a life of crime, a brief stint in crime before... A local DA was like, you know what, you're not that bad, look at your grades. And he's like, I'm not that bad. And now he works in that same DA's office.
It's a really inspirational story.
It is.
But do I think that it will pan out based off of his, uber confidence? I don't know. In that scenes for the season kind of thing, he wasn't really in it.
That's Josiah.
Josiah. He wasn't in it, so we don't know.
The baby.
The wrestler.
Child.
Yeah, I like the daughter. Does she want to have a daughter? I don't think so. I don't think she is in the mood to just take a daughter for herself.
Do you want to have a daughter? Do I want to have a daughter? At this point, no.
No, dude.
Absolutely not.
I don't think that's...
I don't want to explain to another sentient being that I'm not okay.
That's right. Who am I to lead? You know what I mean?
You're right.
Who am I to lead?
After you.
Yeah. I could barely make my own lunch, let alone her own. I mean, that's not even the first reason. I don't want a daughter now.
No, but that, I'm very much with you.
Yeah, okay, great. Then we go to the limos. I will say, whatever, marching band guy I couldn't deal with. Yabba Dabba Doo. I don't have the time.
Blakey was Yabba Dabba Doo. There are so many horribles.
So many horribles. But so many gems that I was like, oh, this seems like a great guy.
I hated, though, that they were catcalling. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. You don't need to catcall from the limo. You're in her fucking driveway. Have some respect.
I will argue that when it's The Bachelor, though, the girls are like, ah!
I know,
just
but
to
like
systematic
misogyny.
That's right. Glass ceiling and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Who are the guys that stand out? Bye!
Goodbye!
We'll
Thanks for dinner!
We'll edit that in post. Who are the guys that stand out? Absolutely.
Special.
I simply can't get rid of it.
Someone cut it. We're talented. Because I don't want to.
Who are the guys that stood out? Let's quickly think.
Hot Peter.
Hot Peter.
He's like dangerously good looking.
Yeah, it's scary. It's a little alarming. It's kind of like...
You have a lair? You're a bad guy? Cool.
The guy that sung and he sounded like this. He's not Justin Bieber. He's a believer. It was bad.
It was awful.
But I think he's there just like Philip Phillips or whatever that guy's name is who wanted to be a singer.
Philip Phillips is correct. He was on American Idol.
But to help me. The singer who wanted to be a singer.
The singer.
James Taylor.
James Taylor.
Cheers.
The things you remember.
It's sad.
Yeah.
So many important things gone, you know? I make room for it.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Scoop this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would say there were cringe moments.
So many. They all,
the guy in the penguin
especially
suit.
seemed nervous this year. Like, I feel like they were like, nice to meet you, goodbye, before, like...
But I will say that she really took everything in stride so
Completely.
much that I was like...
She's charming.
I'm always so alarmed by, like, they're just never phased. Like, they take everything head on. Like, some people I would be like, yikes, tickle monster, okay? To be touched in a place so vulnerable and raw with your eyes closed and not expecting it, like, to me that is an immediate out, and she was, like, giggling away, and it's almost
She's like, I am quite ticklish, like, I can't believe that's your occupation.
Cut to, she keeps him. Oh, we'll get to that later. So, anyways, should we move on?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Like, what more is there to say about that?
I don't know.
It just honestly went on for forever. Like, it was a parade of horrors.
It was a parade of horrors. But some of them were smart. Like, there was, like...
Completely.
And then, you know, it ended up that she didn't even choose them. But we'll get to that later. So during the rose ceremony, which is the best because we know from research done by us that it's really done from 5 till 7 a.m. It is all night long.
The sun is up.
Truly. And they're barely hanging on. There's guys purring in her face.
Ugh.
There's,
that waba boom just screaming.
Just screaming and rolling and everyone being like... Whatever, dude.
And they're all fighting for her attention, like, more desperately, I feel, than ever before.
Other season. It was interesting, like, it was very testosterone male competition, almost about, like, they don't even know what she's like.
They were, like, waiting in the wings in a literal gang to, like, steal her for a minute.
They were, like, coming around with props, like, diddly diddly diddly, like, walking by her with, like, vacuums, like, notice me, notice me!
Yeah, oh, it was so thirsty.
It was thirsty, it was desperate, it's not great.
No.
It's not marriage material.
It's not marriage material.
Dare I
Do you
say.
want a husband like that? Could you imagine walking down the aisle with Waba Boom and being like, hey God, I chose this one?
Yeah, it's a dark thought. It's a dark thought. I imagine, and matching t-shirts, sleeveless. Tracksuits. It's all bad.
Wow, Siri says time's up. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
We have to.
Duty calls.
Duty calls.
The show must go on. So, I mean, she has this makeout session with this guy who was like, I'm gonna do this.
He's like, let me speak to you in Spanish for 1 second. Oh, I'm kissing you.
Do I hate that he spoke in Spanish? Yeah. Does it make me feel like, ugh? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
his name?
He was a go-getter.
Brian
and that's cool.
with a Y,
Brian with a Y. He seems chiseled in a cheek implant type of way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love a man from Miami, Florida. Like, that's something that I find a little red flaggy.
You do find pastels especially alarming, I find.
Chilling. Yeah. Triggering.
Yeah, with a
Yeah. Like,
you're like, it's February, what are you doing?
It's a khaki with a pastel. It's like, my ovaries just shut down.
They crumble.
They just...
and turn to dust.
Internally combust. So, yeah, I mean, he is that. They made out. I think she just, like, liked being, like, swept
someone
off.
taking charge. Yeah, I agree. I think that like, she met with, like, a bunch of the girls from her season before to be like, give me some advice. I was like, from these rejects? Why would you?
But I will say that it was more exciting.
Aidan was like, what you gotta do is just really follow your heart. She turned Irish there at the end, but she is from the South.
You know what? I was like, that's exactly right.
Thanks.
Don't second guess yourself.
I'm trying.
Secretly a great Raven accent.
Thanks.
I will say that she is, what's it called? Foundation?
She needs to color match.
Yeah, she needs a color match, and so thick. It feels like a tick foundation from Aidan.
Oh, full coverage.
She's teary-eyed. I do think that they are all genuinely friends, which is nice.
They were like, Corinne, bring it in.
Yeah.
Shark Girl was there. She's a fan favorite. The boobs look like they've been updated. But she did look like she got the quick boob job instead of the under the muscle. Like they were like,
I'd argue yes.
Yeah. She just really liked the guys who were confident and forward with her, and I think that a lot of the others who were there were like, she is loving this guy who is screaming, why is he still here? We all felt that way. Yeah. I was like, why is he still here? But as viewers, we know that he's sticking around for 4 episodes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Though I do really think that producers aren't like, you need to choose this guy because of this. I think they're like, yeah, he's a weirdo, but like, he's super funny and he just told me that he's really into you. Like, I think they manipulate in that way.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They're like, look at how he commits to that scream. He'll commit to you.
That's right. And she is so, like, she has no other friends, no other form of communication to, like, talk about guys to, so, like, she trusts them.
At any point, like, they could have been, like, it's Andy Jr. or whatever that scary ventriloquist dummy's name was. They were like, he loves you. She would have been like, okay, he can have a rose.
No pulse, no problem.
Truly.
Yeah, I mean, the point when the junior guy had a moment speaking in French, I was just like, this is an annoying gimmick. Am I scared? Yeah.
Same.
Am I white-knuckling during the scene? Sure.
Is that what I want to feel during this very first episode? No.
Yeah, it feels too soon for a joke. Like, this is serious.
Yeah.
She chose the idiots, I think. She chose
the guys who were there for all the wrong reasons.
It's classic. It's a tale as old as time. But what I did like was that, like, very good-looking Asian guy.
Who was a Marine or whatever
Marine was just, like, so sensible and rational and level-headed. He was like... Blake K got kicked off. He was just like, she's obviously not the girl for me. She's accepted guys who are idiots and, like, marine biologists and, like, people who fought in the war and, like, scientists and lawyers. So it's like, let's think about her and what does she want? And that's not what I want, you know? It's
truly the most sane moment ever in The Bachelor.
It was the most, like, that's exactly right. In some... This is the start of a beautiful, beautiful series, I'd say. I think that she will be good in the end. I like watching her.
I want her to find love,
I do. I want a business to succeed.
Yeah, I do want a business to succeed. I want teas to be sold and dreams to be had. It's been a while since we've begged for your subscriptions, but please go ahead and do so.
Please don't shy away from it. The option's there, the button's near, and it's a simple press of the old bouton.
And there's nothing that gets the dopamine squirting in our minds quite like even one more subscriber.
That's exactly. Dopamines to squirt.
Dopamine.
The visual is... Thank you so much. Watch every week. We do this for the fans.
We do. Certainly don't do it for the money.
Certainly don't do it for ourselves. So we do it for you guys.
Not for ourselves at all.
Not at all. It's a selfless act, but we want to give. We live to give. Okay. See you next week. It's weird that we end it with a kiss.
But you know what? It's so long that...
We can't change it.
You can't stop.
No.